What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I got another video. Um, Before I get to that, I'm welcome back, man. I'm glad y'all here. I'm happy to be here to record this video wherever y'all watching at. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm glad y'all breathing. I'm glad to be breathing. But I got a video about this Terrance Howard. He he got into some stuff about the show Empire that he was talking about. And it goes back to some other stuff. So I'm gonna get into it once we get to that point. But I just seen a clip and he was talking about how the pay difference and I'm getting more views, but I'm getting paid less than this other show on the same network who getting paid a lot more than me, and I do way more views than them. Twice as much or even more than that. As many views than them, but we getting paid less and they getting paid more. So that's something I want to get into. But yeah, I got a video for y'all. We gonna check it out right now. Let me, you know.
Towards questioning the word you use is audit. You're
Audit.
auditing all of these systems. You're auditing the system of religion, you're auditing the system of science and math and the system of education, the system of this government structure. So in that process, you don't need um, to know whether you're right or not, but the world is questioning
Well, I need to know
why
that
you're
I'm
right.
right.
You know what I
I
mean?
need to know whether, because the truth does not matter being examined. It's just the lie that doesn't like being examined. You're
Okay.
not supposed to ask those things, but the truth always welcomes thorough examination, rigor. That's what we're supposed to, that's what our math was supposed to do. So how do you have where the square root of 2, when you cube it, has the same value as the square root of 2 when you multiply it by 2? That's like making x cubed equal to 2x, which is equal to x plus x. That's an unnatural equation. So that means the math is off. How can you multiply by 0, but you can't divide by it without it becoming an infinity when division is the inverse operation of multiplication? That's how you check your multiplication, is you divide it back. So if you can't divide it back, then it's unreal. And in the scriptures, Jesus didn't mind being questioned.
No.
So why would the Bible, or the people that promote the Bible, why would they question or be upset with someone questioning whether these traditions are actually from the Creator? And if they're from the Creator, you'll know. So for me, it was important to find the truth. That's all I care about. I care about the truth and make way for life, because everything, whoever said that, I think it was a narcissist that said, well, God put us here and put all the animals underneath us. Says who? Why? We're the only species that is responsible for other species being extinct. We've caused millions, if not billions, of species to go extinct, from microbes to actual mammals. We are responsible. So you think we are in charge, or God put us here over this earth in this way to abuse it in this life?
There's you've probably heard it, I'm sure, but there's a scripture in Isaiah. It says that the heart of man is
Yes.
desperately wicked,
And treacherous.
and who can know it?
Who can know it?
And I think those are some of the explicit things that explain our humanity. I like to say a lot of times that we're just very savage in our nature. And so when things happen to me, what I look at is I look at humanity. I don't blame God for what we choose to do. And I think that those are some of the imbalances of understanding truth about God's word and who he is and what his plan is for us and why we're here. But again, you auditing the lie.
I'm auditing I'm auditing the indoctrination and the dogma.
Got it.
You know,
Yeah.
you that what that scripture says is, the heart of man, who can know it? It's desperate and treacherous. Now, treacherous means to trip one up from behind. That's the heart of man, and you think that we've been given authority or dominion over the earth. That sounds like something that somebody wanted to enslave people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they use those same things to
Yeah. Oh,
say that slavery was okay, you know, for all of this time. You know, you have to audit the political systems. We
yeah,
have to
sure.
audit for 7 years, 6 years. My family went through a federal criminal investigation for the IRS. 6 years thorough, went through everything for 6 years. At the end of the 6 years, they came up with, well, you know, we keep this going, or you can plead guilty to a misdemeanor of fraud. Now, I knew what they wanted me to
Right.
do was so that they could say he's a fraud, and therefore all of these other things that I would come out and say, they would be able to say, well, I was like, no, let's go to court. Let's do this in front of a jury of my peers. And then they walked away from it. And then Pennsylvania, somebody that was really had a big appetite, they went and took it, made a civil thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and I responded to the person on the phone
Mm-hmm.
and told her, no, what you guys are doing is wrong, because anyone attack.
This is the system that we live in. See, I agree with almost everything he's saying, and I don't agree with nothing 100% ever. I've never in my life agreed with nothing 100%. I can say this is the first time I feel like I agree with everything he's saying. Like, that's my whole point of what I'm doing with this channel. Is basically that, and he summed it up perfectly. To audit every aspect of this society that we live in, because it's wrong, it's foul, and it's just not right. It's not right. Just think about it. All the stuff that we going through. Just take it, not even from a whole aspect. Just take it and break it down to just people who look like me. And I'm only speaking for y'all. I'm only speaking for us. That's it. When we go through life, it's different. Us going through life is different than other people going through life. Everybody know it, but nobody cares. Nobody care to do nothing. Nobody care to say nothing. And it's not their fault. It's the way the society that we live in, it was built this way. And there's no way to get a fair shake. There's no way to get nothing that we deserve. We deserve like to start at the same starting spot. We deserve that. We can't start at two different places and you tell me that we starting at the same place. Come on now. Come on, man. This is what I mean. Like, to go back to what I was saying, that's my whole point of this channel, is to challenge all of this stuff. And I hope other people challenge it as well with me. Because I know I'm not the only one that feel this way. But I know it's a lot going on in this world and people focused on stuff that don't really matter for the most part. Like, we all trying to make a living under this system that's making it difficult for us to have that. We're not even living life the way life was supposed to be made. Life wasn't supposed to be lived this way. That go into what he was just saying about life. The way we do everything, the way we act like we in charge of something and we not. I can say we have a part in something, but we're not in charge of like, I don't want to really get into it. I don't, because I feel like I'm gonna just keep going on and on and on and off about all type of other stuff. But I'm gonna just get back to what I was saying. The whole point of me even making this channel is because I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that's going on, and I live it. I see it every day. We all do, but we got our things that we do to distract us and take us from it, and just act like it's not happening. And we don't even, like, at this point, I don't even think we know that that's what we doing, but that's what we doing. We turning a blind eye to it, like, what's going on? That's how, You see what I'm saying? It's like everything needs to change. I don't know what happened or when it happened, but when did we stop caring about like real life? We got to deal with this. We got to live this life. Our kids got to grow up in a life that if we don't change nothing, our kids gonna have to live with it and deal with it, and they probably might never even not ever understand what's going on. They might not never know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like we almost the last generation that history is in. Like the history is in us. We know about it. We understand it. We see the difference. Before this technology, like my generation, before this, I grew up before the technology, but the technology came in at a point in my life where it was important. You see what I'm saying? So life was changing is what I'm trying to say. A lot of stuff is different. And we might be the last generation that understands that what's going on is not right. To actually identify right and wrong from a historic standpoint. It's like slavery, right? All the slaves didn't know that it was bad. They didn't know that they were slaves. They just thought that was life. Now, when we look at life now, it's the same thing. It just looked different. We still slaves. It just looked different. It took the ones who knew, like, nah, this can't be right. The ones to question it, to say, nah, this ain't, nah, there's no way. It took them people to get the rest of everybody else to see, nah, this ain't right. Yeah, you right. This ain't, how come we got to do this and yeah, that's what it take. Questioning, auditing, what he talking about. But that's all I'm saying. It's important. It's really important. And all I'm gonna say is this channel has a purpose. I'm not here to just talk about bullshit all day and just run my mouth, and nah, that's not why I'm here. If you here to be entertained, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not entertaining. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what my purpose is. My point is that has nothing to do with why I'm here. I'm here for a reason. I'm taking steps towards something, and you can take the same steps towards something else. But as long as it's going to the same point, come on, man. I'm not here for no reason. I'm sick of what's going on. Look at your brother. Look at your sister. Look at your dad, mom, uncles, cousins. Look at what they going through in life, and tell me it's not identical. I don't even know you, and I can tell you what's going on. Because we all fucked up. We all going through it. We all live it. We all see it. But we all ignore it too. I ain't ignoring it no more. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I'm going to get back into the interview though, because
from 2008, 2009, even 2011, by nature would be discharged for any other citizen. So how is it you're going to try and hold me accountable for something you would have discharged? That's discrimination.
We know that the IRS is an illegal entity. We know that.
Yes, it's
Most
a private entity. It's not even part of the government.
Yeah. So again, I said this to you the other night, and we didn't have it on camera, but I'm gonna say it now. You know, you're stirring up some stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. Shit need to be stirred up. It needs to happen. What the fuck is the point in sitting here and going and experience? Life is an experience. What's the point in sitting here experiencing life if we not even experiencing what it's supposed to be? We going through it, and what somebody else said, this how it's supposed to look, this how it's supposed to be, and this how you gonna do it. With no choice, we don't have choices in life. Y'all don't understand that. We don't have choices in life. And when I say that, I mean, you wake up every day, for you to live, you have to eat, right? For you to eat, you have to have money. For you to have money, you have to have a job. It's a system already set up for you to take away over half of your life doing some shit you don't even want to do, but you have to do it. You have to do it. Why you got to do it? Because you got to eat. You got kids. They got to eat. Like, you see, it's built in the system for us not to experience life. Life is not going to work a job, a 9 to 5 every day, Monday through Friday. That's not life. That ain't what it's about. It's not. But we forced to live in this cycle, and we don't do shit about it. But it's gonna change. I promise you it is. But y'all gotta get tired of it too. I can't be the only one. I can't. Y'all gotta be tired of it too. And I know everybody tired of it. I'm not the only one. That's why I made this channel. Again, it's a process, but I promise you, my life, it's a process is all I'm gonna say.
Right. But in that, and we know all the greats, we talked about that the other night, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and all the people that stood against some.
I'm not gonna speak down on MLK, but Martin Luther King is not one of them. I don't like when people put his name next to Malcolm X and names of that nature. MLK was right in his own, what he had going on, but I don't agree with what he had going on and what he did. Like, we was more free around that time before MLK did what he did. If we want to be honest, we had more freedom before MLK came around. But again, I ain't gonna do too much. Like, do your homework on MLK and what he did and all of that. Understand what was going on before that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or stood for something were attacked in a certain way. And we talked about fear and how that plays out. So do you fear anything with what you're auditing now and how people will respond to all of these truths that you're seeking to?
And you got to read in between the lines. When she's saying this, the question she asking him is, with you questioning these serious things, do you fear? Because you know how people end up dead. Drug overdose. Or they end up in jail. It's either or. Bogus charges. Yeah, he pedo. He murderer. All this, they gonna add anything. All she's saying is, do you think about how they can make stuff happen? They can make it happen. That's all she's saying. Because it happens. And what we do. Dang, look what happened to... That's crazy. Same old, same old. Hey.
No, I've already proven it.
Okay.
The 97 patents prove it. You don't get a patent unless it's real. And then the inventions and the new industry prove it. The entire AR, VR world that you guys use with all of that came from one of my first patents, the World of Windows patent in 2009, that when I was accused of domestic violence and was unable to go and get my mail because I couldn't go to the house because she had a restraining order, couldn't reach out in any way. So
see what I'm saying? That's when it get tricky. They start using the closest people to you. Domestic violence? I never even put my hands on you. What is domestic violence? This is crazy. I'm telling you. This is what they do. When you questioning this stuff, like he said earlier, I don't know if it's in this video, but he said it. He was like, the truth has no problem with being questioned. It's only the lies that have a problem with being questioned. Think about that. The truth have no problem telling you, like, yeah, this the truth. This what happened. But a liar always, why you asking me all these? Come on now, think about it. Think about it. You in a relationship, right? That girl or that nigga you with cheating. What happened? Where you was at? Why you questioning me? They get a little angry, right? They start, what's wrong with you? Somebody who ain't got none of that going on. Oh, I did this, woo, that. It's simple. But they start getting angry because they caught up. They mad. It's a lie. I'm lying. I'm caught in my lie. Anger, all of that stuff start happening. And you see it. That's all. Come on, man. We know what's going on.
Something dollar maintenance fee, my World of Windows patent was abandoned, and immediately Hewlett Packard, stamped everybody, AT&T, grabbed my patent, didn't just cite it, but built their entire AR/VR world off of it.
So
I'll
is
show
that
you
was that is that what that was about? Because I did read where there was a domestic violence dispute, and the first wife was given a restraining order.
Yeah, no, that my first wife, that was the only woman that I'd ever had a physical alteration with, interaction with. You know, I had spent, because of trying to be a witness. Oh, but first let me get to, you had asked, and am I afraid? The only thing I'm afraid of is not accomplishing that which I was put on here to do. Because if I don't accomplish it, I got to come back and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we need right now is the world to be saved, and to raise the vibration of
I gotta
humanity.
end
And the only way
I gotta end this because he getting into it. Like it, y'all don't feel like there's no way y'all not like. I can't be the. I know I'm saying this a lot, and I keep saying like all that. I know that's probably annoying, but I'm trying to get this out. You see what I'm saying? That's how I talk when I'm trying to get some stuff out. But he getting into it. He really getting deep into it, and it's no way that y'all don't feel, like y'all don't feel this when he's speaking. Y'all don't feel that like it ain't your blood. Like you can't explain it. It's just a feeling that you have. Y'all don't. Is it just me? Is it just me? It must be. I don't know. It can't be just me, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm gonna finish this video. I'm gonna keep going. This probably the first one I'm gonna post, but yeah, we gonna finish this one off. Let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? Is it me? Like, am I the only one that feel this? Like, it's a. I already said it. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, because this is getting crazy. I'm starting to feel a type of way, you know.